party. I mean, first I had Al Roker. He brought up the moisture. He's a moisture expert. You know what I'm saying? Then I had, my man T.I. just stepped it up. He just got off the call. He's bigging you up. He loves your movies. Oh. He loves and the fact that you have a chess toy coming out for Christmas. Yeah. I heard that from
my Peck Pop player is on iTunes. Yeah, that's the thing, man.
Kevin Hart kind of snitched out that toy, man. The Kevin Hart midget toy didn't quite make it this year, but the fact that you have a titty toy, man, that's big, right?
Well, no, man, no, I don't have an actual toy, but it's still, I have a Peck Pop player that's on iTunes, and if the music that's on your phone, my pecs will pop to the beat, whether it's slow jams, whether it be house, whether it be hip hop.
That's an ill app right there.
Yeah, I said, you know what? I'm gonna do this Peck Pop thing. I'm gonna do this. One thing I know is that there are no rules. Pop. No, really. There are no rules, man. Entertainment is different now. You just got to come with it. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm going to do. Terry Crews is going extreme. I mean, after Old Spice, there's nothing you can't do.
Isn't that crazy that you have like a signature Peck Pop? Like you have, it's signature. Nobody can copy it.
Nobody can copy it, bro. Nobody. Anybody who does it now,
come on, man.
You being like Terry Crews. Stop being. But see, let me tell you something, man. I love being in this place because it's one of those things where I'm the only one. You can't even find a white Terry Crews.
I know.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm trying to see who could connect
listen,
with
you can't find a Mexican Terry Crews. You can't find an Asian Terry Crews. I am all of them.
That's crazy.
I am the only Terry Crews.
You don't think Hulk Hogan might be a little close? I had Hulk Hogan up here. He be moving his
no, man. Not Terry Crews. It's a brand that you got to buy. You got to pay. If you want Terry Crews, you got to pay for him. You got to pay for him.
Before I get into Blended, which came out yesterday and is killing you about to get a Bugatti. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Rick Ross told me about that.
Yeah.
You about to get your Bugatti. But before, we got Ice Cube coming next week, your mentor right there.
Man.
Isn't that crazy?
Man. First of all, when we were doing, I put it in my book, man, but the Friday experience was such, it put me on the map, man. It put me on the map.
Is that one of those, like, you were at the right place, the right time, the right place or whatever?
Yeah, well, I did security for Cube. I was just doing the outside, like the location security. I did security on next Friday. I was standing outside.
Motherfucker, like.
But I learned a lot of that stuff in the NFL. You know what I mean? I peel a little bit of Damon is in some of those NFL ball players. You know, you know what I'm saying? The guy from White Chicks is still some of those NFL ball players because they're cartoons. Yeah. I'm trying to tell you, you go to NFL, it's like living in a cartoon because it's the alpha of the alpha males. Like it don't get more. I mean, and to be honest, some of them guys weren't in the NFL. They be robbing you. They be in jail. It's that violent, or they go the other route. I
never thought about it like that because everybody's like, physically big. Everybody's physically like, rah.
Oh no, and it's all about. It's funny, like Richard Sherman. Richard Sherman is the calm one. Listen, the boy had a 4.0, and you see how he went off on people. That's the NFL, man. And don't get calmer than that. The NFL, you got to dedicate. I tell people, man, it's hard to have two good parents and play in the NFL. It's hard. You got to have pain. You play the first 3 years in the NFL on pain alone, just like you do the first 3 years in jail on pain.
I know, man.
It gets you right. The anger gets you that pump. You got to have something to be angry about.
And one thing I just heard, what's her name? Sister is going to the NFL now after what she did to Jay-Z, man. Beyonce's sister.
I want to bring that up. Man. You know what I got beef with? I got beef with the hotel. How in the world? Wait, a hotel is supposed to be a home away from home.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
You go to a hotel.
Protection, man.
They're not supposed to put whatever goes down. What if I was in the elevator with my wife
or
and we were having an
your
intimate
mistress
kiss?
or something?
No, not a mistress. But with my wife, and we were, you know what I'm saying? We had an intimate moment in a hotel. You're supposed to be like you're at home.
Yeah.
And now, the fact that they put that out, I ain't got beef with Solange. I got beef with the Standard.
That's crazy.
Jacked up, man.
Yeah. Even though
I'll never stay at the Standard. I ain't going there, man. They put a camera in the bathroom. It's like, man, that make you feel really self-conscious.
Taking a shit.
It's not right. It ain't right, man. That's my beef.
I want to see Terry Crews taking a shit or something, man. On video, man.
No, you don't want to be there,
that's
bro.
a 100G video right there.
It's an explosion. Explosion!
Let's get into some music, man. Yo, what the fuck does Terry Crews listen to now, man? Let's get to some mixes.
Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar mix
all
from Memorial.
The way, Section 8. I go way back into that. You know, Cushion Corinthians, that's my jam.
Damn.
I run 4 miles a day, brother. I'm all about fitness, all about the whole thing. So the moisture stays. You know, I'm the sweaty dude.
Well, Wendy was up here earlier. You know, her character is Jen. She told me that you work out twice a day on the set, so she wasn't lying.
No, wait. I was in Africa, man.
Yeah. How'd you work out there?
I had to work out twice a day. See, first of all, you were in Africa. This is where everything started. Everything started in Africa. So I felt so like, man, I gotta, you know, you feel so empowered, man. The food makes you feel like, you're out there, the sun, and you know, you seeing lions.
Animals and all that, right?
Man, I was like, man, I gotta get back in the gym.
Because, yo, this shit is huge. Those you saw a lion, son?
Everything in Africa is trying to kill you, bro. For real. Look, you see a tree. It's like a pretty tree. They're like, don't touch that. There's thorns in there. They got poison. And you're like, man.
It's a long way from Michigan.
Let me tell you something. Ants, you got house ants over there. They got army ants that'll run you down and bite you till you die. You know, everything is trying to kill you, man. Listen, we went to this place and this guy was throwing chicken out for the lions and stuff.
Nah.
One of the pieces of chicken went in the water. The water started bubbling. He's like, oh, the fish eat that chicken. I'm like, oh, man. I was about to put my foot in that water, man.
Hell no, man. They be having crocs and all that.
No, it wasn't a croc. It was a fish. It was a goldfish with teeth.
Nah.
Africa has goldfish with teeth, dog. I'm trying to tell you, man. Africa, everything in Africa is trying to kill you.
Boombaye, man.
You got to be hardcore.
And with Adam Sandler, and you know, how was it out there working with him, man? Did he enjoy Africa? Did he relate? We love it.
Listen, Adam lives a different life, man. Adam, we talk about balling.
Yeah.
You talking about balling. When he would say, I'm going to put you on safari. And we walked out there, man. It was a helicopter waiting on us, dog. No, and not the little one. It was the 20-seat helicopter.
What?
Took us to safari.
Get the hell out of here.
We went to safari, and then they had these cabins in the middle of nowhere, man, with beds and netting, mosquito netting, and the whole, dude, it was done up. Wait, it was done up like a real city, like a little city for Adam. I said, dude, this is a whole nother way of living. You talk about rich. You think you rich. Then you see Adam Sandler rich. And you go, oh, man, I got to work harder, man. I got a host who wants to be a millionaire, too. So I got to keep going.
Drew Barrymore was in the helicopter, too?
Drew was in there. No, not Drew, but he took all the fellas. It was all like the crew, all the Happy Madison guys. He invited me along.
Little African hangout.
That's my man. I mean, but that's Adam Sandler is living on a whole nother level than the rest of us, brother.
That's crazy how he kidnapped you for this movie, man. Like, you know, your character is kind of crazy right there. You got a wig on or something, man?
I put a wig on. But see, I had to really represent, because you got to understand, in Africa, all the movies are about apartheid.
Yeah.
All the movies are about, give us free.
Yeah.
We good. And it's not that, you know, Africa's got to be some comedy too, man. You know what I mean? We had to change it up. The picture of Africa is always like,
singing was crazy.
Oh, I went in, dude. I went in. You know what? I go extreme. I'm not worried. I got my family. I got my people, and I go. I sing, I dance. And first of all, I'm a break dancer. I was originally.
I saw that in the preview. Yeah. Like, that was that side to side shit.
Yeah, man. You can't do that. That's Terry Crews. That's patented. You can't do. I'm gonna get a side to side app. You know what I mean? To go right along with the Peck Pop app. You cannot do me, okay? I'm trying to tell you, there'll be lawyers calling if you try to do me, you know? And I got to give props up to my man T.I., man. I remember when he was, you know, going into acting, the whole thing, man. I'm so proud of him, man.
He's a freaking, he's doing mad shit now.
Oh,
man.
he's doing
TV shows popping,
incredible.
fourth season, you know what I'm saying?
Incredible. I got nothing but love for people who change their careers and make them, and you got to, you know, that's the thing. You always got to push yourself to the next level, man. You always got to try something new. You got to do something. See, everybody talks about, you know, they're like, man, Cube is doing this and doing that, but he pushes himself to the next level because let me tell you, all the gangster rappers at the end, you know, it ends up bad. You know what I'm saying? If you don't change, if you're not doing like Dr. Dre and get something else going.
Billionaire.
You understand what I'm saying? But he tried it. Yeah. He tried it, and he had to change, and you got to move on. Life is different, man. It's not like it was when I was 20. You can't do the same things you did when you were 20.
You know, it's funny you bring that up because it's that box they put us in, man. Without creativity, you need that creativity to, like, not be scared to choose other things, man. Like,
but you know what? I'm gonna say something like this, man. I'm African American. not by my color, but it's by my culture. Okay? Let me tell you, in my family, my wife is very light-skinned. I got every color in the book, but I'm African-American by culture. When you start saying everything's about race, everything's about black, or everything's about white, all of a sudden, in your own mind, you put yourself in something. Because anytime someone tries to classify you by your race, they're also trying to determine your worth. They're also trying to tell you how much are you worth.
That's true right
Think about that, man. And so what happens is you say, okay, I'm black. So you know what? Sometimes you have two opposing thoughts in your mind at the same time. You got one that says, I can do anything. And the other one says, man, I'm black and they're trying to hold me back. That's two different things.
That's crazy.
You can't live like that. You know what I started to say? I said, I can't think of myself. I'm African-American by culture, not by my color. So I can host Who Wants to Be a Millionaire just like anybody else.
Hell yeah.
I can sing any song I want to just like anybody else.
Fucking yeah.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what happens is you put yourself in a box because black people, you know, I went to Rio. Went to Brazil, jumped off a mountain.
What?
Okay, we did the whole thing.
That's that white people shit, man.
Right? But see, look at you. You are a victim.
I'm scared.
Man. Let me tell you. You know what people say? Black people don't do that.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? I did it. I did it. And you know what? And I wasn't scared. I had
I'm
the
pussy
time of
though.
my life.
I don't care if I'm black or white. I'm pussy.
But I had the time of my life. But let me tell you, I learned to take challenges no one else would take. Just because I had to reframe how I thought about myself. Because let me tell you, all of us are valuable, bro. Every person on earth is priceless.
That's crazy.
Once you know that, you good. You good. Now we can just go. And you know what? I'm not gonna have anybody value me, devalue me, and determine my worth by my color and how dark I am or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You got black people doing that with each other.
Yeah.
Light skin this and dark skin that. Hey,
Black
man,
on black racism. That's
dude,
crazy.
for real. But it's real, man. Listen, hey, Spike Lee did a good and bad hair back in school days, and everybody. But I'm telling you, if you go by that, you holding yourself back. You are.
But
Our culture should be celebrated, though.
But look at you, bridesmaids. You're doing cartoons. You're doing like almost anything. You gotta have that thought process.
I do, because you don't know how entertainment is going. You have no clue. I'll do claymation, brother. I'm trying to tell you, Terry Crews is gonna work. Terry Crews is going to work.
How does it feel to have Kevin Hart sweating you, man? Kevin Hart thinks you're hilarious.
I love Kevin. But see, Kevin and I, remember when we did, I did Real Husbands of Hollywood and went from Robin Thicke, when Robin Thicke turned into me and the whole thing. Man, Kevin is one of the best dudes in the world. And I love Kevin. And I can't wait for us to do a movie together. I want us to do something together.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. You serious?
oh, wait. And I got to prop up my book, man.
Of course,
my book comes out. My book should be out. It came out on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you right now, man, this
is that my copy right there?
This is here. Here it is.
Manhood,
you,
baby.
Manhood. And listen, it tells every mistake I ever made.
Get out of here.
Every mistake
you revealing
I ever
secrets,
made.
Terry Crews secrets, man.
I'm telling it, dude. Now listen, I don't put men on blast. I'm just telling my story. And my story is my story. You know what I mean? I had a father who's addicted to alcohol. I had a mom addicted to religion. And the whole thing, and it created who I am today. But I got addicted to pornography, which is crazy.
That's what I'm addicted to.
Listen, man. Wow. Listen, you got to ask yourself, man.
I gotta stop whacking off, Terry.
Yes, we do.
How do you stop, though?
But see, that's the thing.
It's in the book?
It's in the book, brother.
Ooh, I got to stop.
You got to, because what happens is you're devaluing people. And slowly but surely, that eats at your own soul. You know what I mean? Wow. You slowly but surely are losing a piece of yourself. You know what I mean? And by treating people like objects, treating people like they're not people, but they're actually just body parts, all of a sudden everything gets colored like that. And this is how if you ever call a woman a bitch, or once you become a nigga to somebody, they feel like they can do anything to you.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to take away humanity. Once you peel off that humanity, you can be like, man, I'll kill these. They say all these bad epithets about anybody. You can do anything to them. And one thing I realized is that I needed to change, man. I needed to change in order to save my marriage, save my family. And I said, dude, right now I'm not that dude anymore, but I had to show exactly what it took for me to get to
this
there.
Book might help me then. You might save my life, man.
Hey, man.
Honestly.
Listen, I'm here to tell you.
Holy shit.
If you can get it, get it. If you understand it, cool. Some people may not get it. I understand that, but it's just my story.
Give us a quick one-on-one for the people with their family that want to go check it out today.
Wow. Okay. Adam Sandler, Drew Barrymore, they go on a blind date.
They're like Puerto Rican. They got what, two sons on one side, three daughters on the other side.
Yes, it's all that. They're
Puerto
single
Rican
mom, single dad, the whole thing. They go on a blind date and they hate each other.
Oh, shit.
Okay, and it don't work. But they win a trip to Africa. Okay, but they gotta go together.
No,
because they want to do this for their kids. You know what I mean? So they're like, man, we gotta bury the hatchet, find a way to make this work. And it's all the stuff that goes through, all the stuff that they discover about each other. And I play a character named Nickens, who is the entertainment at the resort. I'm basically the South African Tom Jones, okay?
Wow.
I believe I'm Michael Jackson, except 240 pounds of Michael Jackson.
You saw that hologram? Holy shit.
Oh, dude. I go in. And, it was fun because I get the wig, I got the suits, but see, I wanted Africa to be funny. I wanted Africa to be for real funny. And
so it's definitely a new version, a new way of looking at Africa from Terry Crews' eyes.
Now, I'm going to be real with you, man. It's so funny because sometimes, when you're talking about, with African Americans, we tend to be like, oh, man, why he got to be like that, represent Africa like that. I'm like, man, Will Ferrell don't think about this stuff. Will Ferrell just goes and be funny. And that's what I want to do. I'm going to be.
I want to laugh my ass off. That's why I'm checking this movie out for you. You're my black component. You're the reason why I'm going to check it out.
Let me tell you what my whole thing was. I said, what if I was the entertainment in Zamunda and Coming to America?
That was
what would I do if I had and listen, this is me and Adam talking. Coming to America was one of Adam's best movies. We were like, dude, if I was the entertainment at Zamunda, what would it be like?
Wow.
And this is my character. I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to get Eddie. If we ever bring it back, I'm telling you, Nickens is going to Zamunda.
Y'all got to bring it back, man. Y'all got to do something, man.
Oh, I'm telling you. With Norman. Dying but see, I've been blessed to work with some of the best in the business, brother. The Wayans family, Eddie Murphy, Arsenio was my boy, Chris Rock. Adam Sandler, Andy Samberg. I work with the tops, and they make me better. You know what I mean? It's like when you play with Jordan, you're going to get a ring.
Hell yeah.
You're going to get a ring. You know what I'm saying? So that's my blessings.
Jesus Christ. Speaking of Jordan, Shaq is in the movie, man.
Shaq is in.
I heard he's funny as hell in there. He's a funny guy anyway.
Oh, but come on, man. Me and Shaq are the same spirit.
That belly thing. Is he battling your titties, man?
Yeah, I think he tried. He tried, man. You know what I mean? He tried to do the peg pops. I was about to hurt him, but it's all good.
That belly, you got a little big belly there, man. What did he eat? Like a freaking a buzzard or something?
I love Shaq. Shaq right now is we kindred spirits, man.
Okay.
That's my big brother right there.
Oh my God,
literally.
One last thing is the food out there in Africa. Was there any exotic? Like, did you eat like an exotic animal, like a leopard or something?
No, there was I had some. No, I did eat some. I had some alligator.
How was that?
And it was delicious.
African alligator.
Oh, dude,
it's not like Houston.
All good. Oh, bruh, it was good.
Get out of here.
I had a thing called a kudu. A kudu is like a deer. It's some kind of antelope. But man, it was the best. First of all, eating the food made me work out twice because I was like, man, I'm growing. See, our food, man, everybody in America think they eat good, but they don't. Everybody in all over the world, they don't have that byproducts and all that other stuff,
all
man.
MSG and all that bullshit.
Everything came from the farm.
Organic.
All organic. And they're like, they look at an apple, it's a real apple. You know what I mean? Here, man, our apples are genetically modified, brother.
See how big the chickens are?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that Church's chicken dog, that chicken leg, the turkey legs from
Church's.
You know what I'm talking about. Dude, they put all kind of stuff where now they just grow the legs sticking out of the wire. You know what I mean? And they pluck it off and fry it up.
I heard about that. Now they're born.
Man.
They're born with no heads and no feathers.
Oh, it's not real. It's not real. We were eating real food, and it made me stronger, made me faster, made me better. I was like, Africa is amazing.
I was blessed when I first went to Africa and I met Nelson Mandela, but we ate all that crazy food and all that stuff.
Wow.
That was like years ago, though. But
you know what I did eat? I ate one of the Zulu had this little worm.
You had a Zulu. You went to the Zulus?
I met the Zulus, bro.
Man,
man. For real.
What?
And it was amazing. They had a little worm thing, and I just said, man, I did stuff that I would do because I'm in Africa. America. You know what I mean? Now back out here, I'll be like, oh,
we ain't doing that in L.A.
No way, no way.
Be at Nobu like, what?
My wife looked at me like, you know I ain't kissing you, right?
Ate a worm,
you just
man.
ate a worm, man. I said, I know. Why did I do that? And it wasn't delicious. It was salty, and then it kind of busted. Like, I was like, oh, man, that's nasty.
Yo, shout out to Wendy who was there earlier. She said there's some crying scenes in there. There's some touchy moments.
Some deep moments, man.
Did you cry in the movie when you watched it?
You know, dude, I caught feelings, man.
Nah.
I catch feelings all the time.
Come on, man.
I'm that dude. I got daughters. When you're 45, and you know,
sensitivity.
I'm sensitive. I'm sensitive now, man. I don't have to be, I don't have to be tough guy, man. But I caught feelings when Adam and Drew was in 50 First Dates. I was like, dude, they got to get together, man. They got to.
You got a little together. Drake in you right there. You got draked up in that movie.
Dude, I catch feelings in movies all the time, man. It's so crazy. And I think you will. You'll laugh, but you'll be like, damn, I'm kind of sensitive. I'm sensitive with it.
All right, I'm going to get my cry on. But the final, I got to ask you about Expendables, man. You were amongst, like, legends, man. Come on, Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jason Statham. Come on, man, like Antonio Banderas.
Yes.
Wesley Snipes.
Oh, Wesley. Mel Gibson.
Do you have a photo with all of them? Do you have a photo in your house with the whole...
No, we don't, because we weren't on the set the whole time. But I got photos with me and Wesley hang. Me and Wesley went out to dinner, because originally Wesley was supposed to be in the first one. Wesley was supposed to have my part. He was supposed to have my part, but he wasn't able to do it because of the legal stuff.
Yeah.
And so he was gone. When he came on set, and I flew over to Europe, and I met him, and he was coming out of a fitting. And I said, man, let me tell you something. I walked up to him. I said, dude, I've been holding your spot for 2 movies.
Wow, that's
I said,
crazy.
Wesley, you ain't no joke. I mean, dude, this
That's
is Nino Brown,
shit.
dog.
Yeah.
Come on, this is one of the best actors who ever did it, ever. You know what I mean? Mo Better Blues and Passenger 57. Wesley Snipes is a legend. And then now he's back. He's back, and we got to be in the movie. And then what was funny is they were like, well, people are like, aren't you kind of nervous that Wesley Snipes is coming back? I was like, wait a minute. We got 2 black people in the movie. Whoa, we got 2 white people in the movie. I was like, why does one of us have to go?
One of y'all got to die.
You know what I mean? We can have Jet Li and Jackie Chan. What is the problem? But some people perceive, but that's the thing in your head. When you start thinking race, you see that. When you start thinking race, you start kicking people out.
That's crazy.
Think about it. But it's not just about people. It's about, well, we can only have 1 black guy. And we only can have 1 Asian guy.
I'm glad they didn't kill you in the movie, I tell you that.
Oh, well, we got to see on this 3rd one.
Oh, no.
I'm not going to tell it.
Come on, Terry.
Oh, I'm not going to tell it. You got to go see the movie.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, man. I can't believe he's still physically fit. He's like 100, man.
Hey, man, listen, Sly is a beast.
Sly, he's like 200.
Sly is a beast. Sly is a force of nature, man. He's a force of nature. You can't stop Sly. Sly's there. Hey, I'm just going to do whatever I want to do. They told him to do an action movie. He's like, I'm 63. Yep, I'm doing it.
That is amazing.
But he proves that you can do it, man. He don't have any kind of like stop in him.
Do you see yourself like at 63 still doing action movies and stuff like that?
Yes.
Wow.
First of all, he set the bar. He set the bar, man. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Terry Crews exists to show you what's possible. That's my only reason.
You got me
for
working
living.
out. Look at me, son.
I'm trying to tell you.
I'm
I'm 45. I'm 45. I tell 20-year-old guys, come in and do my workout, and they can't hang. I exist to show you what's possible, man. My whole life has always been that way, and I plan on continuing it. And it's not a stop. There's no reason to stop.
There's no reason. Man.
There's no reason.
I'm just glad you came through. You kicked a lot of shit today, man. I had a lot of shit I didn't even know.
Oh,
you didn't leak the Jay-Z thing, man. I heard Jay-Z was supposed to be an expendable with a grenade, but is that really? Did I leak that? That's supposed to be part 3.
I ain't saying nothing.
I knew it, man.
Lionsgate will be at my house with papers and see the movie.
Jay-Z's in Expendable 3.
See the movie. Oh, I didn't say that
first.
I didn't say that. That was Whoo Kid. That was Whoo Kid. I have a disclaimer. All opinions are the opinions of DJ Whoo Kid. Yeah, that's all I got.
That's all we gotta say.